7 out of the last 8 elections, home prices continue to go up. There was 1 year that it didn't, and I think you could probably guess which one it is. With the presidential election just around the corner, you might be wondering, how's that going to affect the real estate market, or will it even have an effect on the real estate market? Well, today we're going to take a look at 3 key factors in your decision making as you try to figure out if now is the right time, and we're also going to take a look at some historical data coming up. You're not going to want to miss this. Hi, I'm Brian Best, Exeking Realty, Sun and Sand Living, and welcome back to our channel. And we are dedicated to being your guide on your real estate journey, whether you're looking at buying or selling, you're looking for a trusted vendor, or maybe you're just looking for some great spots to hang out in Sarasota. We got you covered. We want to be your one-stop shop for everything Sarasota, and we want to be your local experts.
Yep, that's right, Brian. And I am Philip Zoller. I'm a mortgage loan originator with Nexa Mortgage. Guys, to be your ultimate one-stop shop for everything real estate and Sarasota related, we need your help. Please do us a favor, guys. Hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon. That way you guys are notified when we post new videos. Your likes and your comments and your subscriptions help boost our visibility and help other people like you discover our channel.
Yeah. And with the election coming up right around the corner, a lot of people hitting the pause button, a lot of buyers hitting the pause button on their purchasing decisions right now. But let's take a look at 3 key factors in making your decision. Number 1, we're going to talk about certainty or uncertainty. Number 2, we're going to talk about policy expectations. And number 3, consumer confidence.
3 great points, Brian. So first, let's touch on the uncertainty. In times of uncertainty, people tend to lean towards what feels good and what they have more confidence in. And the best way to understand the election and how it could affect real estate is to look back towards the past. History often gives us clues as to the future, and we're going to dive into that here shortly.
Yeah. And second, during any election, each candidate is going to have their own platforms, they're going to have their own policies, right? So if the winning candidate, if their policies align with you, then you're going to think things are going to be great. If they don't, then you might think things are going to be a little worse, and you might be a little more hesitant in making that decision.
Right. And the final point here is consumer confidence. How confident are you guys in the current economy, and how confident are you that things will change after the election results? Will it be more favorable or less favorable? Only you guys can answer that.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, do us a favor. In the comments below, let us know what your questions and your concerns are regarding the upcoming election.
Right. Now, we talked about 3 key factors in your decision making, but let's actually take a look at the data.
How do presidential elections typically affect the economy?
So, historically speaking, presidential elections have a minimal effect, if any, right? There's a temporary impact as we run up to the election, typically October, November, we see a slowdown as people really kind of hit the brakes on their buying. But you know what? 9 out of the last 11 elections, the year after, sales have gone up.
Yeah. What about home prices? Should buyers be concerned?
Well, I don't think it's any secret that home prices are high right now, and that's really playing into the decisions of people. That $200,000 house, 6 years ago is now $350,000, $400,000, and then the high interest rates. We'll talk about that here in a second. But really, I think just over the course of time, real estate prices have continued to go up. They've been steady, right? So 7 out of the last 8 elections, home prices continue to go up. There was 1 year that it didn't, and I think you could probably guess which one it is. You can put it down in the comments which one it is. We won't get into that, but it was a historic economic meltdown
worldwide,
which caused not just the real estate market to implode, but everything else around it.
Right. Yep.
Question about mortgages. Since you know all the mortgage stats and data, what about mortgages? Should we be concerned on that?
Yeah, so mortgage rates are always something that we need to watch, but there is good news. 8 out of the 11 prior presidential election years, rates have actually decreased from the month of July to November, and experts are predicting a slight easing of interest rates towards the end of 2024. Jerome Powell, who is the chairman of the Federal Reserve, they recently did have a meeting in Jackson Hole, And he came out, this is the first time that he has publicly stated that the time has come for rate cuts to begin.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and we don't have a crystal ball, guys, neither Brian or myself. But we want to stay tuned onto that. It could have some pretty significant impacts on your purchase power and how that might change as far as bidding wars. Brian, maybe you can speak into that a little bit. If interest rates do come down and we do see an influx of buyers, how is that going to affect? Are we going to see ourselves get back into bidding wars? Are we going to see seller concessions go away?
Yeah. So personally, I've had multiple clients over the last 3-4 months that have really said, hey, we just want to wait. Mm-hmm. Okay, if I have 3 or 4, right, there's a ton of other agents out there, right? So I do think once the rates come down, so if they continue to drop the rates, right now they're coming down organically,
yes.
But if they continue to drop the rates, what's going to happen is those people are going to jump back in the market. I think Zillow has a stat that says for every 1% that the rate drops, another 5 million people enter the market. So you can do the math.
Yeah.
A lot of people jumping back in the market. Once we get under 6%, I do think that there's going to be a lot of people jump back in. We do right now have a lot of inventory, so it's going to take a little bit of time for that to catch up. But once it does, I do think seller concessions go away, because if you're in bidding wars, multiple offers, the seller's going to want to do what's best for them, so they can get the most money.
Right.
So I do think if they have 2 offers, one needs seller concession to pay their buyer's agent, and one doesn't, then which one are they going to go with? Right. It just makes sense. So I do think we will get into multiple offer situations. I do think it's going to be bonkers, say the least.
So just to kind of wrap things up here with a nice bow, historically, presidential elections have had minimal effect on the housing market. The market continues to remain strong and resilient. And guys, like we said before, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel.
Yeah.
We're going to keep you guys up to date as things move along, as rate cuts do start to come, and you can stay fully informed about your purchase power and what the market looks like.
Right. And if you've been thinking about buying or selling, and you may be one of the people that have hit the brakes, give me a call. Let's have a personal conversation to see if it is indeed the right time for you to buy or sell, or if it is, a good time to hold. My number is 941-587-2551. Brian Best, Exit King Realty, Sun and Sand Living.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Philip Zoller. I'm a mortgage loan originator with Nexa Mortgage. Please do us a favor, like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all of the real estate insight. We'll see you guys next time on the Sun and Sand Report.